Everybody, we are back. It is Taped Online's favorite podcast, favorite channel, favorite everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at mholder95 for Matt, and of course pandasupps.com. Discount code TDL for 25% off, as well as our guys at Homage here. Let me get this code up here. Of course, I don't have it up. All right, and also go to Homage and check that out as well. All right. So also, oops, I removed Matt on accident. Also here, we're also gonna have a new website just popping up, guys, with a whole bunch of merch. So I should be premiering that in like a couple days, probably definitely by Monday. I'm telling you, it's got some cool merch, man. I show one to Matt. It's got some cool stuff. I don't know. You guys might like this stuff, man. We got some hats coming, Matt. We got some hats coming. You get the TDL hats. You know what I mean? We got mugs and tumblers. So if you guys need to, drink some water at work, get your TDL tumbler. It's coming, guys. So I'm excited for that. All right. So today we are doing a TDL draft show with Cashius, Howell, and Cole Payton. So we're gonna be looking at another quarterback, and then Cashius. I don't even know what position Cashius Howell plays, man. I was gonna look it up before the show started, but
he's an edge rusher. He's leading the SEC in sacks right now. So
okay. Is this guy from Auburn?
No. You're thinking of Keldrick Falk, who I'll do him later, but he's not one of my guys. Cashius Howell is one of my guys. So
people like Falk though, man. People like Falk.
I know I'm in the minority, but that's a conversation for another day.
All right, cool. Sounds good. All right, so before we get into that, I guess we should preview the Raiders versus Cowboys. Right, so we got Raiders versus Cowboys. This is gonna be a weird game for me because it's gonna be interesting to see how this game goes. Because I'm like, how can they stop the Cowboys' passing offense? Right, because they probably can stop the run, but it's never made sense to me in my head all week. I'm like, how do they stop that? And the only thing I can think of is like they like to throw deep, and maybe they can make them play the short game. But yeah, this is gonna be a tough game for them, in my opinion. I think it's gonna be tougher than people want to admit it.
Yeah, I mean, I have the same thing. Like I've pretty low confidence in the secondary's ability to stop CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, and especially when Dak Prescott is on, he can carve you up pretty well too, especially with a very limited pass rush. The good news is the Cowboys' defense is about as bad as it can be.
Yeah,
so if the offense is going to get right, this is the type of game that they can put up some points. Ideally, that being said, it's been a bit of a journey to score points this year for the Raiders. So it's a rough matchup, I think, for them defensively because, again, we've talked about it a lot going back to the summer. There's just not a lot of talent in the secondary, and then you're facing two guys who are pretty damn good. And George Pickens is pretty much having a career year, I believe, statistically, and has been a great fit in Dallas and a great compliment to CeeDee Lamb. So even if they do throw the short game, the tackling is going to be huge too, which was better last week, but we've seen them have plenty of lapses in the past. So yeah, it's gonna be a rough one because Jake Ferguson's a pretty good tight end too, who plays out there too. So, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It'll be an interesting game, but I'm not holding out much hope. I think it'll be a race to 30, maybe even 40.
Yeah. Jake Ferguson has 7 touchdowns this year, so yeah, he's gonna be a tough something to stop. I mean, they're gonna be probably attacking those linebackers like we always expected. But the thing is, they do live off throwing deep downfield, and I think if you could stop that, then maybe you can stop them. But
I guess it's one
because this would be one of those games. Why I don't like this game is because I feel like this might be the game where everybody just gets pissed off with the offense because they don't do what they are supposed to do, what everybody else has done against this Cowboys defense. That's what I'm scared of. I'm more scared this offense shows up and they pull up 14 points. That's or even 20 in this game would be.
Yeah, I'll say Caleb Rogers probably got to be the one that's most pissed about the Quinn Williams trade because going into this week, I don't think there was a ton of guys that really struck that much fear to you on the Cowboys defensive line. Then they go ahead and add one of the best defensive tackles in the league, and here Caleb Rogers, here's your first start. Go up against Quinn Williams, who's having an elite year as a run defender, and He's having a down year statistically as a pass rusher, but he's had 12.5 sacks in the past. He's had I think 20 or something in the 3 years leading to this, and was a 3-time Pro Bowler. So yeah, a little baptism by fire for old Caleb Rogers and what could be his first start. What's looking like will be his first start.
Yeah, it's gonna be it might be a rough game. I mean, that's probably why they still talk about should we throw Cap out there, but I just don't know how that would be better. I feel like Kappa, he would definitely kick Kappa's ass even more. Caleb Rogers might stop him. You know what I mean? But exactly. Alex Kappa, we know.
It's a mismatch either way. You might as well just see what you can get out of the rookie. You know what I mean? At least play him. I mean, if he's not going to start,
yeah,
you know what I mean. At least give him a chance to see what he can do. But maybe if you notice Quentin Williams is on the other side, just throw Caleb Rogers in the game there.
You can say, what if he does well? You know what I mean? Like we don't know.
There you go.
Like Alex Kappa, we know he's going to get his ass kicked. That's the thing. We all know it. So it's just why put him out there? We all know he's going to get his ass kicked. Maybe Caleb Rogers stops him. You know what I mean? There's a maybe there. I mean, I'm not betting on it, but it could happen because we don't know. We never see the play. So that's the thing. You know what I mean? All right. So we're getting to some pass rushers and a quarterback again. So Cashius Howell from Texas A&M. Now that you said Texas A&M, I know who you're talking about. So what are your thoughts on Cashius Howell?
Yeah, so like I said, he's been one of my guys since the summer. I was watching him. I was super impressed with what I saw from him just in the 2024 season. He didn't get a ton of love coming into the season because he was playing behind Shamar Stewart and Nick Scorton last year. So a couple guys one guy was a first-round pick, the other guy was a second-round pick. But even in the limited playing time, you could see there was something there. And then this year, he's just gotten the bigger opportunities, made the most of it. I think I mentioned it right now at the top of the show, leading the SEC in sacks with 10.5 in 9 games. And I mean, to me, just a pretty complete pass rusher. I think he can win with speed around the edge. I think he's can get turn speed to power pretty effectively. The biggest knock on him, the thing that makes me less confident, part of the reason why I'm doing him is he's on the smaller side. He's listed at 6'2", 248. And Dane Brugler tweeted out a couple weeks ago that he's got under 31-inch arms, which for me, I watched that. I knew he didn't have long arms. I knew he wasn't super long or anything like that. But when I watched him, I was still surprised by finding that out because what he does really well is he uses his hands and uses his arms well, that it kind of masks it a little bit. But when we're talking about NFL draft prospects and a guy like Keldrick Falk, who you brought up in the intro, who has a lot of traits like that, that's something that the NFL teams can kind of hold against you and might end up pushing him out of the first round into the second. And if that's the case, especially if the Raiders are picking at the top of the second round, that could end up being to their benefit. You can get a quarterback in round 1 or address another need. And if a guy that's a first round talent just doesn't have first round measurables falls to you, hey, take him there in the second and see what happens from there. So again, he's a guy that, I like a lot. I've got him ranked pretty high on BR's big board over there. If you guys want to go check that out. But and I have his report up there too if you want a little bit more detailed explanation on him. But for the most part, you watch his film, you watch him just on the tape, and you'll be pretty damn impressed, I think, with what he offers and how he can win as a pass rusher. And I think he's a decent run defender too. Obviously, he's got to put on a little bit size, being under 250. Yeah, and we'll see what he actually weighs at the combine. But something that's easily fixable. It's just a matter of how comfortable are the Raiders and Spy Tech and company with taking a gamble on a guy that is going to be a size outlier for sure.
Yeah, because I know that's the biggest thing that people talked about with him. Because I've seen a couple of videos of him actually online. I think BD sent it to me. Just because his bend is crazy. So
yes, we'll see a few examples.
Yes. His bend is nuts, right? But as soon as I went into that tweet, all I saw under it was armor. His arms were 30 inches. You know what I mean? It's the first thing you saw. So that's gonna be the big knock on him. And when we get to that process, I mean that happens because I already see. I talked to you about Ruben Bain about a month ago. I already see him dropping on mock drafts. And I read Dane Brugler's article too, and he mentioned how he's undersized. And those things are going to happen with these guys, and you have to realize that. That's why Arvell Reese is already jumping them. And as soon as we get deeper into closer to January, that jump, and then we get into February. If he has a great combine, which I'm sure he will. He has the size. So those things happen, and that's why somebody like Ruben Bain might even drop even more than we think. You know what I mean? Especially if he doesn't go out there and run like a great 40 time. So
yeah. It is funny how the closer we get to the draft, like the further we get away from like the actual football play, and like guys that are good football players end up sliding. But that's part of it.
It's great, but man, are his arms short? I don't know.
It's like, yeah, he's leading the best conference in football in sacks, but those 30-inch arms, like, okay, but he uses them. So as I'm sure a lot of people's wives tell him, it's not the length, it's sometimes just how you use it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, Matt. All right, so I'm doing Cole Payton, who a quarterback I am a fan of. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm a big fan of Cole Payton. I haven't finished my evaluations, but if I did, I'd probably put Ty Simpson over him. But with the other guys, it's a little bit hard for me. And we're gonna go over the film. I did it in the memberships a little bit. I did the whole game against South Dakota State. It's just that, there's not a lot of quarterbacks coming out. I saw Todd McShay tweet this out. There's not a lot of good quarterbacks coming out. And this dude he's 6'5", 233 pounds. Okay. Probably runs like at least a 4.7. All right. At 233 pounds. Okay. So he's moving. Right. And he shows a lot of natural NFL throws all over his film. So there's NFL throws all over his film. You're not going to be like, okay, he can't make NFL throws going into it. Oh, this isn't an NFL offense. And he plays with a lot of timing, and he's just so dominant on that level that he is just that type of guy that you're going to want to just bring in. And I don't know where he's going to go after this process. I know he's a Senior Bowl magnet. I know he's going to Senior Bowl. And if he goes and balls at the Senior Bowl, because I'm telling you, Matt, we're going to be out there. You're going to see this huge corn-fed dude from North Dakota, right? And you're going to be like, wow, that dude is huge. And that's going to be the first thing you notice. And he he's just very dynamic, right? At that size that I just can't see him not going first round. I just can't see the NFL, especially with like a kind of a quarterback shortage that Todd McShay, especially with like Moore doesn't come out or Sellers doesn't come out, right? And it's just Mendoza and Simpson. That is that's Cole Payton's perfect opportunity because he's going to stand the hell out, even compared to Mendoza, because Mendoza is a good quarterback, but it's the tools are there for Cole Payton. And I was on a show doing some little Draft Fanatics show that I do on Sundays mornings, and the other guy didn't like his arm too much, and I was like, I don't understand. Like, what do you? Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. He just has a lot on film that it's easy to see that can translate. I know what I'm going to get. I know what offense I could run with him. And I know he can make all the NFL throws because he runs the NFL offense. Plus, you add in how he's just huge and dynamic. I just see this guy as a riser. People would be like, "Oh, you're crazy. He's from North Dakota State." But when we get to February and March, oh, so what do you think about Cole Payton? That's what I feel like is about to happen. That's what I feel like is going to happen.
Well, I'm excited because I know literally nothing about him other than the fact that Cam Miller started over him last season. And the only reason why I know that is because I know who Cam Miller is. So, yeah, I'm excited to see about him. But you're talking about Moore returning. Simpson could go back to Alabama too. We don't even know that. Simpson's only a redshirt junior.
Yeah,
I don't think he will with the amount of draft buzz that he's been getting. But who knows? We've seen guys like Justin Herbert end up going back for their senior seasons, and there is that trend of guys getting like 2 years of starting under their belt, and especially with the NIL, the guys making money now. Who knows? We could see Moore and Simpson go back, and then like you said, this guy from North Dakota State ends up sliding in and kind of shocking a lot of people when the draft comes around. So we'll see.
Yeah, and plus I even looked it up. John Spytek was with the Bucks, right? They drafted like 3 North Dakota State guys. Then the Raiders drafted Cam Miller. I just feel like that. He likes the North Dakota State players. I'm just saying. There's something.
There you go.
There's something there. All right. Let's watch some Cashius Howell first.
All right. So I'm gonna start with the pass rush reps, which is obviously where this guy makes his money. This is from last season. This is what I'm talking about a little bit with the speed to power. Again, he was a little bit lighter last year. Like you'll see in the other clips when he's wearing the number 9 jersey, like he looks a little bit thicker this year. So he put some good weight on. But even so, you can see like he does a great job of just like resetting this tackle. Also, again, arms are shorter, but he gets them in a great spot where he gets on their chest, and that's going to help him still get extension despite not having like that the arm length. Mm-hmm. And I like this too, where he like escapes off the edge, And I mean, ball goes to the check down, but we're at least getting a pressure. And we're at least getting some heat on the quarterback there.
Yeah. You already see the bend there too.
Yeah. We'll get better examples too. I like this one too, because like one thing that I like about his game too is he has a lot of counter moves. Like you'll see on this one, it looks like he goes for a cross chop and he just kind of misses, but then he just turns it into speed and power.
Yeah.
And again, for a dude who I think he was like 240 last year, so he put on about 10 pounds. Like that's pretty damn impressive to walk this tackle back into the quarterback's lap, and force him to start to scramble. Where I think he really wins, though, is with this little cross chop move. Like you saw him trying to work it there. This one kind of stumbled. I think he slipped on the logo here with the bowl game against USC. This is actually at Allegiant, too. This is the biggest bowl.
Yeah.
But like you can see like just the move, how quick he is with that little Euro step, too.
Yeah.
If he stayed upright, he might get the sack on that one.
He's a crazy bend, man. The bend is nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, same kind of thing. Just on the other tackle this time. Boom. Again, not the longest arms, but when you time it up, knock it down, win. Mekhi Lemon's pretty good too. Got a good receiver from USC.
Yeah.
A side note. This is from this past season. Again. Or this is from this current season. Like you can see he's filled out a little bit more. He looks a little bit thicker. Like this one's not the perfect cross chop. Like you can see he doesn't quite get that outside arm down. But he keeps fighting with his hands. Like if you settle like right about here, he's gonna take this inside arm and just finish with a rip. And then there's where you really see the bend. He makes that 90-degree turn. Lagaway does a pretty good job of escaping, but he's still getting the pressure out there. I mean, that could have been a hold.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's got a lot of moves too. Like he's very seasoned pass rusher too.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get to the spin move here in a second. It's just dirty. Would like to see him finish with the sack, but like same kind of thing with the cross chop here. This time he actually gets that outside arm down. Again, finishes with that rip. I mean, that's the Micah Parsons rep right there, where he just beats the guy with the rip and should be get drawn a flag, but doesn't quite get it. And again, you see the bend.
I feel like he's been held like every play you've shown, almost.
Yeah. Not the longest arms, but he knows how to use them.
We'd like
to see him trying to stay upright though here and finish to get that sack. Lagaway's a hard guy to bring down though. He's a big dude.
Yeah, I mean, you can make the case like the long arms a little bit like is why he can't make that tackle. I mean, I guess it's something like NFL scouts would say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Oof.
Here we go. This time he doesn't miss. But this is what I'm talking about too. Like you'll see, like on this one, he's actually going to miss the cross chop and basically just turn it into like a ghost rush, right? Like he doesn't make the contact. Like his tackle's ready for it and kind of keeps his hands back. Like you see, like watch his tackle's outside hand. He does a good job of taking it away. But then Howell just adjusts like on the fly and then dips that shoulder down. Yeah. And now we're just ghost rushing like an old Texas A&M guy named Von Miller. And then Ben close on the QB. Now I got you. I think this is going to be pretty much the same rep. Yeah, same type of thing. Yeah, doesn't quite get to the sack on this one, just a half second late. Otherwise, this would have been a strip sack. You see the same thing. Like he misses with that outside arm and then just turns it right into a ghost rush. So he adjusts well too, which is something. Again, may not have the measurables, but he's a damn good football player for sure. And
he can rush the passer. You know what I mean? Like I can tell he has a plan and everything. Like he is a pass rusher.
Exactly. Now these are the spin moves. Again. Not always about how long your arms are, just about how you use them. Boom. Kind of misses with that little initial chop.
Wow.
But he sells it up the field enough that like if you watch his tackle's hips, he's going to start turning and then just spins back inside and quick.
Yeah.
Get that ball. Ball's got to be out now. I think this one's kind of the same thing, just a quick game. Again. He sells it up the field so well and gets these tackles open their hips or stop their feet. Nice little use of that ice pick too to pin that inside hand down to the tackle. Go get another pressure.
CJ Carrs has to cause some beef on Raiders Twitter with Vinny.
Oh, I know, right? I've seen that. It's been a funny one. One more time. He was cooking in this Florida game. He had a bunch of quick wins. Again, ball's out here way too quickly here. Boom.
Wow.
Knock that outside hand down. and then use that ice pick on the inside to pin the inside arm in. On top of it has the speed and athleticism, or quickness and athleticism to win. Like, always got to get the ball out. This one's more of a stunt.
Yeah.
Just kind of showing off his athleticism. What I like about this too is like, you see, like, give the head and shoulder fakes. Again, a little more nuance of the pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
Hit that tackle to stop his feet. Quick win inside. Next few clips are just going to be mainly him just showing off some freaky athleticism. This one might be my favorite. This is pretty nuts.
Wow.
Yeah. Boom. So
okay.
Recognizes the screen a little bit. I guess he probably did. Just kind of rushes on this one.
Yeah.
Breaks down a little bit. Gets his hands up. Tips it to himself. Go get the pick.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And then this one against Notre Dame, see him dropping coverage. I don't know how he didn't pick this one, but I think he did mistimed his jump. I didn't see it from the end zone. But, I mean, again, an edge rusher just doing this kind of stuff, like, special athlete for sure. See it from the end zone. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know how he didn't grab that one. I mean, I would.
Me either, man.
Would have been a hell of a catch.
But... yeah. I mean, he is defensive end. Let's keep it.
Yeah. Just to get that ball is pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
And on top of it, like, him against the run, he's definitely a pass rusher first, but I don't know. I think he's kind of underrated as a run defender. Like, you'll see him here. This is last season, again, when he was a lot light, when he's about 10 pounds lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Quick to get the hands up and gets his hands inside. So even though he's got those shorter arms, still gets some extension. And then you hear me talk about this the other day. One arm's longer than two, sets the edge. I mean, he still gets off the block and gets involved in the tackle there. See a few of these clips like this. Same thing. Sorry about my daughter screaming there.
You're good, man. Don't worry about it. People have BD's cat, man. They can deal with
that. Sounds good. Same thing, man. Just for being a skinny dude, he's pretty stout and physical at the point of attack.
He's strong, bro. Like, he's saying, like, I could tell that's gonna be his calling card, is how strong he is, because you have to be strong to be that size that he's at.
For sure.
Because I'm not gonna lie, man. He's pretty small. Watching this, he's a small guy.
For sure. Yeah. Again, same thing here. Like, just taking the fight to this tackle. Boom. Get as much extension as you can with those little arms, those little T-Rex arms. Go get involved in the tackle. I mean, the edge is set there. We'll take that every single time as an edge defender. Now, this one I don't really like that much, because if you notice, like, he's supposed to be in the B gap, and he kind of just lets the tackle, like, get inside of him.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, if you win at the point of attack and you can close the gap with the man, all right, we'll take it. I don't want to see him live like that. And the good news is I don't think he does this frequently. But if you have the strength to be able to pull it off, we'll take it. Okay. Let's see which one we got here.
Good Lord.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up putting up a big number on the bench press, especially because, I mean, shorter arms actually help him out a little bit there. But you can see, like, he's strong, man. He's got some wiry strength, I think, for sure.
Yeah. He'll probably do the bench press too, because I think he needs to show off how strong he is at that size.
For sure. Get a little long trap action on this one. And what I like about this too, like, especially with long trap, like, it's a tough play to defend, because if you're going to watch this tackle, he's going to, like, bluff a block and then go up to the second level. And then I think it's the guard that gets on him. Maybe the tackle. Yeah, the guard that gets on him. So he's going to automatically, just by the play design, be late to see the puller. Mm-hmm. Sees a little bit of ground, but at the end of the day, he keeps fighting and ends up getting inside and ended up making the tackle.
Yeah.
So it's well played for a play that's very difficult for a defensive lineman to defend. This next one going to be him just taking on a puller as, like, the force player in the run fit, and giving up size.
Yeah.
Like, we got a big Polynesian dude coming at him, and still sets the edge. Gets low. That's what I like too. Like, you notice, like, he gets his pads down. He's got that wide base. And that's part of the reason why the running back can't bounce it outside, and why 30 can make that tackle from the backside.
Yeah. Nice.
And on top of it too, like definitely has the speed to make those plays from the backside of runs, which I think is big and kind of underrated for an edge rusher. This is why we're worried about bend against the run and then closing speed from edge rushers. Like you'll see, like on this one, like he has a pretty good job of recognizing the low hat, if you will, and that he's on the backside of this outside zone call. Just comes flat down the line, closes, gets TFL. Yeah, basically the same thing, just this year from Notre Dame against Notre Dame.
Quick, man. Good Lord.
Yeah, might not have the length, but he's got some NFL traits, that's for sure. Some high level NFL traits, I should say.
Yeah. Okay.
This one, I think the tight end was a little late off the ball, but again, it just goes to show how damn quick he is off the line.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jeremiah, he's in the backfield before Jeremiah Love even gets the snap.
I know, that's crazy. Yeah. That's some get off right there, man.
Yeah. I like this one too because it just showed off his athleticism.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Reed man here in the end. With the end man on the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, pivot this way. Boom, pivot that way.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So yeah, hopefully you guys saw a little bit of why I like that guy. Again, not going to have like the NFL length and stuff like that. People are going to hold that against him. But you know what he is a damn good football player. And if he does end up sliding in the draft and into that second round in that day 2 category, take a flyer on him. You know what I mean? I think edge rusher is probably going to be, especially with Malcolm Kuntz trending towards not getting re-signed. I think edge rusher is going to be a sneaky need for the Raiders. And, we've talked about it a lot about how Max Crosby could use some help and have someone take the pressure off. At the very least, I think you can get that from this guy, from Cashius Howell. So, one of my favorite guys in this draft class at the edge. So.
Yeah, I could tell, man. He definitely has a lot of what you love in a pass rusher. Just the bend, the pass rush plan, the way he's reading things, and then how he plays the run. He looks like he's a really strong player. But I know the NFL's gonna hate on this side. Like when I was watching him, like I feel like he's gonna be like a guy to go in the third round and then like be like a great pass rusher in the NFL, because I feel like that's where the NFL is gonna like push him down just because of the size. Because when I'm watching him, like he does look really small, and I could just see NFL guys just like, oh no, he's too small. You know what I mean? Like, I just to take that high because they feel like they're taking a chance on him. But I still think he won't get out of day 2, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he'll be a guy that might slide more than people who like really like his film, might agree with. That's the type of player that he looks like. You know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah, I mean. One of the selling points I would give to people is look at the Raiders game. A week ago when they played Nick Bonito in the Broncos. Nick Bonito is an undersized guy. Doesn't have the grit and doesn't have the ideal length. Guess what? He's still like top 5 in sacks right now, and it was top 3 last year too. So you can still be effective with not having the arm length, but yeah, we're definitely taking a chance on an outlier for sure.
Yeah, and Nick Bonito was a 64th overall pick, so this is a great example.
Yeah.
I think it might be second round, like real late second round.
That's
right?
Basically the last pick of the second round. It's 32 picks.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's the type of guy he is, though. And it's obviously the NFL was hating on Nick Bonito. But, I think Nick Bonito didn't play as many snaps, maybe, but still, Nick Bonito still was a beast on film when you watched him. Like, you know what I mean? Like he did everything he does right now. He was doing a film at Oklahoma. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, dude. Let's get into Cole Payton. So it's just kind of unfair, but it is what it is for these other teams playing the FCS. They got to deal with it. They got to deal with a quarterback who probably might go first or second round, and they got to deal with a wide receiver who's going to get drafted. But this is just kind of shows his timing a little bit. See where he's releasing this football to the run. Then the placement is what I really like too of this ball.
Yeah. So you didn't tell me he was a lefty.
Oh yeah, he's a lefty. He's a lefty with a weird throwing motion. We're gonna talk about his throwing motion a little bit here. So nice little throw right there. You see the timing. I just love the timing of this throw, and then the placement right there outside on that little comeback route right there. Even in the corner, he's in pretty good position. If he missed this throw, even with the timing, that's just a great accurate throw right there.
Yeah.
Talk about his throwing motion a little bit. So his throwing motion isn't like full Tebow, okay, but it's a little bit I would say like Jameis Winston is what I would compare it to. So kind of can see a little bit of the wind up, a little bit of it there, but it's not like that blatant. But that's gonna be a thing that's gonna be a knock against him too. Is just the throwing motion. It's already talked about a little bit right there, but you can see how he kind of still gets rid of that ball quick. It's right there on time now. All right, same kind of thing here. So I'm gonna let this one run. Hits this one on timing. Boom. Nice little right there. Nice little comeback route. Now, what I like about this one is you get this corner blitzing right here. So you get a full on corner blitz here, right? So he's gonna open up to his left, right? And you basically just getting all seams, basically white cross. Of course, I know white cross every time I see it now. It pisses me off, but it's white cross, right? And so you want to open up to the side, but what I like is he sees the corner blitz coming. He sees the corner blitz coming. He just comes straight to the hitch route. He's still on time too, which I like, and he hits it on time before the guy's out of his break still. Damn. So I just like the timing, and then he knows he's going to get hit. So these are things like these. This is stuff you got to do in the NFL, right? You see the corner blitz, give her the ball on time, boom, right there. And like I said, of course, it helps when you have a draftable wide receiver at North Dakota State going against undraftable corners. I get it, but still, it's just the process right here. Because you can see that how he peeks it. He sees it. You watch him peek at it, and he's like, okay, I got a corner blitz. Boom, I got to get that ball out real quick on time.
He sees the pressure coming and knows where his answer is, basically.
Yeah. I do want to say, Matt, when he's behind Cam Miller, he was just rushing for like 700 yards a season.
Oh, for real? Oh, that's right. You said he played like running back, right? Or something like that?
Yeah. I forgot to say that when you were talking about that earlier, but we'll get into that later. But I love this back shoulder throw, so let me let this run here. This is him on the back shoulder, a little RPO back shoulder. Right there. Perfectly placed. And you see how he reads this a little bit. So he's got the RPO going, right? He kind of sees this guy come down, but he knows he's got this one-on-one, of course, with Trey Lance's brother. Like, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that chance right there. And of course, just perfect placement on his back shoulder. Just perfectly placed right in the back of the end zone. Touchdown. Right there, perfectly placed ball. Right there, back shoulder, easy. All right, so here's a little. What I like about this one is just kind of the timing on this little kind of basically, because it's more white cross, but that's fine. We're getting some more white cross here. You're getting the crosser, and you're gonna get this little hitch route on the other side. And what I like is that how he comes to it and then just rips it. Of course, it's a good job of the wide receiver coming back to the football. North Dakota is a very well coached football team. When I was watching this, like, everybody's coming back to the football. I'm like, wow, these guys are coached really well. And what I like is you can see this from the backside is like he looks at the white cross. He knows exactly where to go. He reads his coverage. He's getting cover 2 here. He reads his coverage really well. Sees it. Tampa 2. Boom. Right there between that zone.
I like to sense like the edge pressure coming and steps up and throws the bullet. You know what I mean? Unfazed.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I really like. As I'm saying, I just like the timing and stuff. It's just how he runs the NFL offense right there. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's NFL stuff. That's what you want to see. You see, get a little edge pressure. You know exactly where to go with this football. Boom. So, great job by 18 though, coming back football too. All right. Now let's get into more downfield throws. So it's kind of showing off just his arm talent altogether here. All right, so here it is. Here's some more wide cross and why I don't like, why the Raiders kind of struggle with this play, because you just see the spacing of it. But you just see the talent on this throw right here. So, you get these guys, he's getting Tampa 2 again here. Or more like cover 6, it looks like. He's getting quarters down here, getting a man-to-man down there, but you're getting cover 2 up there. So you're getting a cover 6 look here. And it's a quick decision. He's got pressure coming. He can't even get this ball fully step into this throw. He's getting hit right there. And he's going to perfectly place this over this linebacker in stride right there.
Damn.
Yeah. I wasn't joking, man. I wasn't lying, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't lying.
Great ball.
Yeah. He's got some talent, man. He's got some talent.
He's a big ass dude too.
Yes, he's huge. I'm telling you, he's huge too, man. Look at him. He looks like he's playing with children, which is kind of what I like about it. This is why I feel better about it, because that's how he looks. So when we get to the touchdown runs, you're gonna be like, "Wow, okay, he's playing with children." All right. So what I like about this throw, I'm gonna let this one run too. This is just a quick decision. He's got looks like he's got quarters coverage here. Looks like, I believe, yeah, he's got some quarters, and just how he gets this ball up and down. And you can make the choice that you can only make this throw in the FCS. And this corner's not playing this well, right? But I just like how he has the safety over the top. He has to get this ball up and down. You can just see him get it, just do a seam route right there. Boom. Fits that in. It's a great catch by Lance too. Let you know if the Raiders want to get him like in the 4th or 5th round, it wouldn't bother me after watching this game. It wouldn't bother me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I remember watching Cam Miller last year, and Bryce Lance stood out too. Yeah.
So as I'm saying, you kind of see the wind up in the throwing here, the throwing motion here a little bit. Which I'm telling you, it's gonna be a knock you're gonna hear about is the throwing motion, right? It's a little awkward there. This is very Jameis Winston, but when you get the ball up and down like that, and you just perfectly placed football where that corner's like, what the hell? How do you get that past me?
Yeah.
That's a throw. All right. So here's another one, him hitting this crosser right here. And like with this one, getting a play action. Right, and he's getting quarters here, right? So you get the vertical, and then you get the little bracket up here, and he does a good job of seeing that. Make sure the safety doesn't have it. He's just not throwing it blind here a little bit, and then boom, right there, good throw. Like he has like a 12.1 big time throw percentage. I don't know if I've ever seen a big time throw percentage that high. 12.1, man.
I'm curious. I gotta look.
His turnover worthy plays is like a 0 point something. So just look at this. Like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of see the like a little bit of the mechanical issues. Like this doesn't look pretty, right? But he has a little pressure in his face, but he still has the arm strength to get it there. All right. All right, here's him hitting the deep ball here again to Lance. It's just perfectly placed. Boom. And what I like is just quick decision here, and he doesn't even think about it. You got quarters here, and this safety is way too low. Just boom, right over the head. Perfectly placed, right in stride. About 45 yards on the field.
Beating quarters over the top, you're saying?
Yeah. Throw it deep against quarters. Right? And as I'm saying, he even had a little pressure coming. You see that they run a little stunt.
Yeah. That's been my favorite trait about him so far. It's just he's not unfazed by pressure.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes he can't run into sacks sometimes. And, like, if you notice, he hasn't thrown a check down. Like, I'm not sure any, like, really short throws. He just doesn't like those. He's not a fan.
Yeah, that's wide open on that one.
He's not a fan.
But hey, when you can bomb it 50 yards down the field, fuck the check down.
He's like when I'm playing a guy who's going to play cybersecurity, you know what I mean? He's going to do cybersecurity later on. Might as well throw it to my NFL wide receiver. I get it. Makes sense to me. All right. So here we go. This is my favorite pass. Because it's just the placement, right? So I mean, we're getting some more of my favorite play, white cross. We're getting that player here again. Okay. Now, as you see, they're kind of looks like they're playing cover 6 here.
Yeah.
Because he's playing a little cover 6. You see where this linebacker is right here. Okay. And you can see he's kind of looking at that go route. And you see he comes back to this. Now you're thinking, okay, he's throwing this ball. And this guy's right in front of it. This is a pretty stupid decision. But look at the placement and the touch that he does with this throw. Touch and the placement, throws a back shoulder away from the linebacker.
Yeah, I don't know about that decision, but when you make that throw like that, I guess take the chance. Holy shit.
Right? So boom. You got, you know what I'm saying? You can see his eyes. He looks one way, doesn't like it, comes right here. And like I said, it's not the greatest decision in the world, but it's a great throw. You know what I mean? Like
Pressure coming around the edge too. That's
yeah, man. Look at that. It's just pressure coming around the edge. Unfazed, perfectly placed back shoulder. Great catch by the tight end too. Great catch.
Yeah.
But it's just awesome. It's a great play. Now, okay, so now let's get to the runs here. Now, so okay, I'm gonna stop it right here, Matt. I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you think he scored a touchdown here, Matt?
I'm assuming because you're asking me he does, but I would not if you didn't.
Okay. All right. So just let it rip.
Yeah. 6'5", you're not supposed to move like that. Wow.
Yeah, it's just silly. It's like he's playing with kindergartners, and that's why I like it. That's why I like him. That's why I feel comfortable. Like if they take him in the second round, or I don't know how he's the resident draft process, but he looks like he's playing with kindergartners. And I feel like when you're playing the FCS, you should do stuff like this.
This is the type of FCS tape you want.
Like there's a block in the back here that I was laughing when I was doing the membership. Look at this dude pointing right here. That is a hold or a block in the back. He's right. You're right. But I think you should worry about him.
Yeah, go make the tackle. But then again, if I saw a dude, I guess he's only 6'3", 235. If I saw that dude running full speed, I probably wouldn't want anything to do with that tackle either.
All right. So here's another one here. It's just this one's just as silly. Okay, so nobody's open, right? I mean, maybe you can hit this crossers, but that's not safe with that linebacker. Yeah. Nobody's open. Okay, so we get here. You're right here, Matt. Does he score?
You should be getting tackled right about now.
Nope. It's just silly.
Yeah, this is like watching like a future NFL quarterback is like high school highlight tape.
I know exactly what this is. Like literally right here. Look at all these guys. Level. There's four guys. You know what I was thinking about too, Matt? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this a little bit more after I finish this play right here, which is this is ridiculous. It's just dominance. But what I was thinking, it was like there was nobody who saw him rush for 700 yards as a sophomore and was like went down there and like offered him like $4 million. I was thinking that like what are these teams doing? Like he should be the SEC. Like he should be playing for like Missouri or something. You know what I mean? Like they're somewhere close. They're somewhere closer. I mean,
let's see. Is he from North Dakota?
I don't know where he's from. I didn't look that up, but my God,
Omaha, Nebraska.
Dylan Raiola instead, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. If you can get the guy that
if he went up there and was like, I'll give you $4 million to go to Nebraska. He's from Omaha. He's going. You know that.
Well, what's nuts too is he's older than Raiola, and they let him get out of state. Or I mean, I guess he went to FCS, so I can't say too much, but damn. Yeah, I'm surprised no one gave him a shot because he's been there for 5 years and this is his first year starting, so that's a little interesting. But
yeah, that is interesting. I mean, that's the most interesting part about him is like, but it was so weird. Like they used him as a running back. I'm like, but if he can throw like that, then I mean, that's some super honoring Cam Miller. It's like that type of thing where kind of Sarkisian was doing with Ewers. I kind of feel like it was kind of like that, where he's like honoring like Cam Miller's a starter. Yeah, we got this guy that's badass behind him, but we're just gonna do wildcat with him until Cam Miller leaves.
Yeah. I will say after you said it though, I couldn't get Tim Tebow out of my mind. Just the release being that big and like throwing and being a lefty, I'm like, God damn it! Like I'm just thinking Tim Tebow right now, but. Yeah, I mean he's definitely intriguing. We'll see how it goes throughout the pre-draft process and stuff like that. He's definitely a guy that I'm assuming he's going to be going to the Senior Bowl. Going to be big for him, and I'll be interested to see how he does against that level up in competition. But definitely an intriguing quarterback, that's for sure.
Yeah, because if he goes to Senior Bowl and has a good week, then I know he's gonna raise up. It's like it's gonna be a thing, but that's gonna be a big week for him because there's a lot of questions. Because there's a lot of questions. Okay, you look like this and you didn't play for 4 years. Like I would have shipped Cam Miller out. I don't know what they're doing to practice. I'm say there's some serious loyalty or there's something missing that I'm missing here, right?
Yeah.
It's either one because it's like. I mean, we watched Cam Miller's film. Like, Cam Miller's like 6'1",
solid player. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, a solid guy. Like nothing that was ever like jaw dropping. You know what I'm saying? Like accurate passer.
Yeah,
nothing
on time. You know what I mean?
Dude. Yeah, nothing that a 6'3", 233 dude who can run and bomb it down the field like would be. You think playing over him, but oh well.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
So that's the question marks I have a little bit about him. So, I'm not because to be honest, like even rolling off the film, just based on what he's playing, you kind of want to put him in the second round. So, but we'll see how that goes with him, though. But they were higher on Trey Lance than him, but I think his film's probably a little bit better than Trey Lance's overall.
Yeah, and by the way, I looked it up. He's got the highest. He's got a 12.6 big time throw percentage, which is the highest in college football, FCS and FBS by 2.3%. So pretty good.
It's pretty good. All right, guys. So we're out of here. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Make sure you go to Panda Subs and go to Homage, get you some shirts, support the channel. And like I said, we'll have the website up and you guys can support the channel that way too. Get you some TDL merch we're gonna have up there. So I hope you guys enjoy all of this stuff that we're adding here and we're out of here. Peace.